Hello, hello. Been a while. Been a while since I last streamed this game, and I want to get to finish it. This is part 4, I think. So, last time we left off, I honestly, God, it's been like over a week at this point. It feels like such a long time. Yeah. We left off at the point where we got turned into world again. Now, it's so weird. I can't tell how far along I am in the game because the pacing seems like kind of weird. You know? But we keep rolling. Investigate the area. Are these like... Oh, these are all wolves. Foxes. See, so all of these have nauseous. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I count like around 9 at least. Okay, last time I checked, I still remember how to play this game, so yeah. My goal is just to, I don't think I'm gonna get to finish this game today, but I want to get as far as possible, because I have other games I want to get to, and this game is cool, so I just want to get to see like how it ends and everything. Fine water. Examine. Has... Oh, it has something stuck there. Is there something I'm supposed to get from here? Okay, I thought so. Oh, okay then. I guess I'll just keep going left and then make my way through whatever maze they put me in. Slightly restores current max sanity after defeating enemies. That's actually pretty good. I'll take it. Forgot you have to siphon their souls. Kind of a weird mechanic, but hey. An offering, okay. They're all first aid kits. I'm gonna get rid of one of them. This was already open, okay. I can do without it. Statues here. What's in here? Nothing. Literally nothing. It's sealed with a talisman. Housemate's note: shortly after I became their maid, there was talk of an arranged marriage for the young heir to a noble woman. This led to the heir unceremoniously ending all his scandalous relationships with women, including one with a young housemaid named Sashi. Sashi came from a family of poor farmers, but her beauty shone brighter than the sun, something that had caught the young heir's eye. By the time his marriage was being arranged, she already had a life growing inside her. She was pregnant, okay? And the two had made vows to run away and start a new life together. Yet, the young heir cruelly and wantonly cast her aside. Likely, he simply did not want his prospective marriage to be ruined. So the Sunakis kicked Sashi out and drove her to some far-off place where they could forget her existence, despite the people say that she was fighting back tears so hard that blood began to trickle from her eyes. Okay, I'm assuming I have to like beat this thing before that other stuff unlocks. Whatever that is, I can't inspect it, so it's probably not important. There you go. Black Sparrow Crest. A badge of something carved into it looks like a black sparrow. Okay, well that's one of the many things that I need for the wall. Oh, I can't go back this way. Oh wait, this is how do I do the ability again? There you go. Yeah, that's what that is. That makes sense. Yeah, I almost forgot that was actually a thing in this game. That unlocked. Let's go. So Black Sparrow. We just put it anywhere for now. Doesn't really matter. We went there and came out this way. I guess we'll go back this way. Nope, never mind. Now that we're here. Wait, what is this? Okay. Let me offer items. Ramonade doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna offer it anyway. For now, I would like to increase my stamina. Just because I feel like she doesn't have enough. I guess we go back this way. Not even. And this won't budge. Blackbird wishes to take the Whitebird. Whitebird wishes to resist. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. That probably has to do with the solution to this weird puzzle.
終わりましたでしょうか。
This is literally a maze at this point. Speaking of, oh, it just, never mind, there's no map. Oof, okay then. I guess we have to kill the remaining enemies in here first. Yeah, well, there was literally nothing here. The hell? What a waste of time. Nope. That was easy. Okay, so getting rid of all the enemies should open this, I think. Hey, yep. Okay. White spiral press. Okay. So according to the riddle, I think I just need... I have the black bird, I have the white bird. I need the 2 foxes now, I think, and... I think that's it. I need an ammo. What the hell, man? Okay, so there's a clear path that they want you to go through. Like, it's not up to debate. Like, they clearly want you to go a certain path. I think I prefer that, honestly, because I don't like getting lost. For innate scroll, sacrifice once and for all, body and soul made pure by rebirth. Offer all that is yours.
すべてを捧げます。私は夫行様のものです。
Room is getting all bloody, man. she would come back to life for some reason. I still have enough time to soul siphon all of them. Cool, cool. Anything cool in here? Nope. You guys are just rage baiting me. I see, I see. Oh, what the hell is the point of this room? Nothing in this room. Nothing at all. That was so pointless.
間違えた。
Oh, is that statue pointing the right way? I guess that's what it is, right? I'm just gonna trust the statue and say that it's pointing the right way. Any items in here? What the heck?
純子さん。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では。
お姉ちゃん。
殺せた？しっかりと。
うん。
しっかりね。
しっかりって。
今日だけはお姉ちゃんとあなたの2人だけの秘密にしてあげる。でも今日を超えてまだ生き残っていることがあるのなら、お姉ちゃんが彼のためにもあなたを殺すからね。
Oh shit.
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
Foxcrest.
あなた様のお印ですね。
Cool, cool. I'm gonna save it just in case. I don't trust this game. Blackbird wishes to take the Whitebird. Whitebird wishes to resist. Flex brings along. And okay. Was Blackbird wishes to take the Whitebird. Okay, so what does this fit into this little painting? No, these are not the right spots. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I don't like to get stuck on these kinds of puzzles for too long. I feel like it just gets boring, so I just look it up sometimes. Okay, so I had that one right. This one I had it completely wrong. This one goes somewhere else as well. Oh? Oh shoot, okay. Shoot. So that was the solution. Damn. Really? And Google lied to me. Crazy. Okay.
「これが君のものだ」さあ君も。では始めようか。
はい。
これで最後だ。よくここまでついてきてくれ
一緒だからここまで来られました。
た。もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。全部お前たちのせいだ。お前は許さない。絶対に絶対に苦しみながら死ね。お前たちのせいで死ね。邪魔するやつはみんな死ね。
Guys, thank you.
何もかもめちゃくちゃ 返して。私の全てを返してよ。ぶっ殺してやる。
We gotta kill this guy. Weapon is gone. Hits. Holy shit, okay. Nice. Wow. Wait, how is she not dead? Oh my god. That's so annoying. She takes so many hits.
嫌だ。もう嫌。私の町を返して。私の大切なものすべて奪ったな。
Imizu Hinako, last seen wearing colored uniform, colored skirts, detail of disappearance, left home, met with wearing a blank blank. Okay.
こうはならない。絶対戦え。殺すか殺されるかだ。
I'm just gonna keep chasing it.
こんなことだろうと思いました。
お姉ちゃん助けて。
これがどれだけ失礼なことか、あなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。殺しなさい。さあ。
どうしてお姉ちゃん。
それがあなたのためです。死になさい。
The hell, did we just die? Now we're back to this world again. Well, he said this was the final
あ
right.
らあら本当に綺麗な
当家にはふさわしくない。
ようこそどうか心安らかな日々を。
Okay, I came to that conclusion myself that she becomes that thing right there. That she has the arm and everything.
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Oh wait, I'm not dead.
街が綺麗。
She thinks it's beautiful? Don't go that way. Hold on. I know I'm getting chased, but I need to know where I'm going first. Up there, okay. Ooh.
邪魔しないで。
Why do I feel like we're getting the bad ending here?
そうよ、これは私の選択。
I'm not even sure how you would get like a better ending. I don't know if there's multiple endings in this game. I'm assuming there is. It's Silent Hill after all. You won't be able to see your father or mother anymore. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're getting the bad ending here. She's just giving in to everything. Man, these stutters are crazy. It's this way, right? You won't be able to stay as you are now. Okay, there's our parents.
Hina子や、綺麗だよ。ほら、お父さん。
ここはもうお前の家ではない。一人で帰ってきても敷居をまたげると思うな。
Refuse? I accept. Yeah, I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay, so now our real body, our human body, is in the other world. And our fox spiritual body is in the real world. Okay then.
くねった道、まるで私の心みたい。あんたなら全てを壊すの手伝ってくれるよね。
I would honestly get rid of this sickle only because it breaks really fast. Everything here is valid, honestly. Don't want to get rid of anything.
通さないつもりか。上等だ。So much damage. 通さないつもりか。上等だ。
I don't know why I died there in the first place. That wasn't that hard.
まだ邪魔するか。気が済むまで血の海に沈めてやる。邪魔するな。どけ。
where did we come from? It was the other way, right? Emma, I need that. Dry carcass. We have one of these things, so we can enshrine and get rid of some, open up some space. The bandage, take the divine water. Ah, man. Get rid of the divine water. Pray, and we'll do... I think my stamina is good enough. Let's do health. Yeah, because my health is so bad right now. We'll save it. 7 hours in, okay. Oh, another one of these. Okay, I'll save it again. The way they're setting this up, it seems like a final fight, but I don't know. It seems like too short. You know?
まさかまだ生き残っていようとは。
お姉ちゃんは所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何の？あなたいつから飲んでるの？そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？
全然大丈夫だよ。これを飲むと落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私に構わないで。 ての根源。お前は私の全てを奪った。ザクコもリンコもシュウも奪い、お父さんもお母さんも。私を返せ。奪った全てを返せ。
Okay, final boss fight. I didn't say it.
さて、私を殺すんじゃなかったのか。まだだ。私かお前、どっちかが消えるまで。絶対に認めない。ひな子を渡したりなんかしない。
Okay, she got back up, so that's supposed to happen.
んなところは嫌だ。私がこんなところもこんな奴らも全てぶち壊してやる。
これは何の真似だ。おい貴様、正気か。
うるさい、どいて。邪魔するなら容赦しない。私たちに誰も構うんじゃね
え。待ってくれみんな。ひな子とは私が話す。ひな子、なぜだ、どうしてお前の心を分かってやれたと思っていたのに。
ずっとって約束したじゃない。裏切り者。どうしてこんなことを。やめなさい。銃を奪った。
ごめんな親子、本当にごめん。俺が間違ってた。俺はただでもなんて。
やめろ。友達の声で話しかけるな。もう少しの辛抱だ。私たちの邪魔をするな。
There's no way that's it.
米川により県警本部、県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
羽村町1より県警本部、一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず、被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局、女性被疑者は20代です。花嫁装束、身長は 160cm 少々、常吉神宮より逃走中。 凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い。各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし。
神楽町1から県警本部。被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町1。それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
神楽町1から県警本部。被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から。
Okay. Went home to roost. Drown in a bottomless pit of self-doubt. Wow, I'm pretty sure I got the worst ending you can freaking get in this game. That's crazy. I don't even know what I could have done differently to get a good ending. Damn. Thankful to be here. Complete the game with action difficulty, sex story. Okay. You can now create save data from the completed game. So this is just New Game Plus. Things carried over to New Game Plus would be faves, stat upgrades, non-puzzle documents and journal information, obtain omamori, certain key items. Okay. Wow. This was a pretty short game. I need to go look up a video right now because I don't understand what the hell just happened. I don't know what just happened. I'm so lost. So, before I see any explanations, I guess is, well, at least the ending that we got, going by the ending that we got. Whenever we got, well, basically everything we were seeing and happening in the town is probably hallucinations due to like the pills that we were taking. I guess we were just like high on drugs or something, or some shit. And the monsters that we were killing were actual people. And that's my guess. So then she just went on a massacre, killing people, killed her own parents. Don't know what happened to her sister. Killed her own friends probably. And the police eventually caught up to her, I guess. Now, I'm gonna look up a video right now because I don't know what just happened. I need to know what happened. I thought I had YouTube downloaded, but whatever. It's pretty fast anyway. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so... forget YouTube. Let's do... let's see. I'm gonna look it up on my web browser here. Bear with me while I look up a video. Let's do Silent Hill F explained, because I don't know what in the hell just happened. There's one from Nettie the Noodle. The complete story on 05 Endings explained. Okay, so there's a 13-minute video and then there's a 50-minute video. I'm gonna look up, for the sake of time, I'm gonna play the 13-minute video from this guy and see what he explains. And on my own time, I'll watch the 1 hour long video just to get the full picture of it. Because I'm pretty sure people here already know what happened. I'm the one who's lost. But let me play this video here before I blow it up to full screen. Man, that's kind of crazy. Okay, I need to switch my sources here in Streamlabs. So make that go dark, and we'll do display capture. Do properties, static, display. We're gonna do this one. There you go, perfect. So I think you should be able to see. Let me unlock this. Transform, fit to screen. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so bear with me here. Can you even hear the oh yeah, I have to mute the capture card. Can you even hear the audio from this? Cursor. Let me see. No, yeah, I don't think you can hear that. Okay, so let me go ahead and set forgot how to do this. There's a way to like capture the audio from this thing. Let me add a source. Let me see. Here, let me just take that out so you don't have to see that. Browser source? Yeah, I guess, right? Websites. Yeah, let's do browser source. Oh yeah, I don't think it's browser source. Never mind. Let's do window capture, see if that works. Capture audio, yes. Okay, so let's do the Chrome window. Yep, there you go. And we'll put this toward the bottom. I think that should work, right? Yeah, so we'll do window capture. I think you should be able to see this. So if I play it back...
Silent Hill has never been about a physical place. It's a personal hell crafted from the mind of a single tormented soul. In Silent Hill F, we are invited into the mind of Shimizu Hinako, a young woman living in 1960s Japan, whose world of serene beauty is being consumed by a nightmarish plague of flesh and flowers. This is the story of a woman whose life is not her own. A woman caught between the crushing weight of family duty, a divine fate she never asked for, and the desperate, rebellious desire to make her own choices. Her mind has become a battleground for two competing selves, and the fate of both her and her town depends on which one wins. Hi everyone, I'm Matt Whelm, and today we're breaking down the complete, intricate story of Silent Hill F. We will explore the tragic life of Hinako, explain the divine lore of the feuding gods, and analyze all 5 endings to uncover the game's deepest secrets.
There's 5
So take a deep breath, and let's descend into the fog. Our stories.
Also, what he just said about which version of her wins determines the fate of the town, that makes sense because I got the bad ending, I let myself drown in doubt, and as a consequence, the town suffered. We ended up killing people, I'm assuming. But he's about to explain it right now, so I trust this guy. Let me see what he has
Centers
to say.
on Shimizu Hinako, While she was once a cheerful and athletic child, the pressures of her family and society have made her restrained and unhappy. She despises having decisions made for her, preferring to make her own mistakes rather than follow someone else's commands. This fierce individualism puts her in direct conflict with her family, especially when compared to her sister Junko, who is seen as the golden child and the perfect traditional bride. The inciting incident for Hinako's personal hell is a decision.
Wait, I never paid attention to that little detail. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, there's so many things I missed. Okay, look at her. Her sister. So the monster that appears in that other world, in that spiritual world, with the dress and the gown, or whatever that's called, and the sliced off face and the sliced off neck, that's her sister. So if her sister represents this golden child that follows all of her parents' like rules, and the submissive, this submissive wife, or whatever you want to call her, that follows everything her parents advise her to do, follows the tradition of the family, and then Hinako represents the exact opposite of that. It makes sense because we were fighting her as a boss, right? I guess that's like a way of us like resisting tradition. That's like a way of Hinako taking things her own way and not being submissive to what her parents had in mind for her. Something like that. Let's just continue.
Perfect traditional bride. The inciting incident for Hinako's personal hell is a decision made for her. Her father, deep in debt, has arranged for her to be married off to a suitor to clear the family's name. This act treats her as a commodity, a bargaining chip, which is the one thing her spirit cannot bear. But this is more than just a family drama. As the game reveals, Hinako's fate is cosmic. She is a rare child born with divine power, destined from birth to be the wife of the heir to the Fox God's clan. Her arranged marriage isn't just a transaction, it's a divine destiny she is trying to escape. This immense pressure causes Hinako's psyche to fracture. Her own journal reveals that she feels there are two Hinakos living inside her. The original, the rebellious Shimizu Hinako, and a new subservient Hinako, who is trying to take over her body and accept her fate. This internal war is the core of the entire game, and the monsters she fights, often resembling twisted dolls and caricatures of marriage, are physical manifestations of her psychological trauma. Hinako's conflict is influenced by two key men in her life. The first is her arranged husband, the heir to the Fox God's clan, known as the Fox Mask. It's revealed his real name is Tsuneki Kotoyoki, a childhood playmate Hinako had forgotten. He is the embodiment of her unwanted fate, a man who is himself under a spell that leads him to seek her out. From Hinako's perspective, he is like a prince from a fairy tale, yet his kind eyes can turn frighteningly sharp. He offers a seductive escape from her struggle, a life of comfort where she won't have to think anymore, where she can just follow his commands and be happy. This is the voice of the subservient Hinako, tempted to give up her will, her very soul, for a life without conflict. The other man is Shu, her childhood best friend and the one person she believes is her true companion and equal, her partner. Their bond was built on mutual respect, a safe haven from the...
Okay, sorry. That makes sense. The whole time throughout the game, we kept following his orders and just kind of like submitting to his wishes, to the Fox guy. It makes sense why we got that bad ending, because we just followed whatever he wanted the whole game. So that's basically, I pretty much just played into exactly what Hinako didn't want to do. I didn't resist. Makes sense.
Gender roles they both rejected. Coming from a long line of physicians, Shu has a deep knowledge of medicine and often gets Hinako's medicine for her frequent headaches, building a deep foundation of trust. But Shu hides a dark secret. He exploits this trust pretending to be her ally while secretly supplying her with drugs, the red capsules, in a twisted attempt to make her spiral into addiction. His goal is to sabotage the arranged marriage so that her suitor will reject her, allowing him to deceive his way into her life. Both men in her life are trying to manipulate her, leaving Hinako utterly and truly alone in her.
Okay, so I wasn't completely off about what I was thinking about the red capsules. They don't seem right, and her own sister called it out. Like, that just seems like something that she could easily get addicted to. And Shu never fully came off like somebody who was completely trustworthy to me. I couldn't tell exactly what he was up to, but it makes sense now that he's putting it this way. It makes a lot of sense. He was trying to get her to become kind of like a drug addict so that her arranged marriage would fall off. That makes a lot of sense. So clearly Shu was into her, but the way that he was trying to get with her was twisted. That makes so much sense. This guy Shu makes so much sense now to me.
Her struggle. Hinako's internal war can end in 5 distinct ways, each representing a different resolution to her psychological torment. Let's break down every ending in order. Coming home to roost. Normal ending. This is the most straightforward and tragic ending, achieved by completing the game normally. Here, Hinako's rebellion against her father's wishes leads her to her banishment, and the trauma of this rejection festers. Fueled by the red capsules supplied by Shu, she spirals into a drug abuse, trying to quiet the darkness consuming her, but the addiction only delays the inevitable.
Okay, that explains why I got literally the worst. Well, I guess it's considered the normal ending, which is like the most tragic one probably. So I guess most people get this ending on their first playthrough, I'm assuming, because they just follow whatever the game throws at them and they don't think of doing things differently. The pills being thrown all over the corridor, that might have been a little too on the nose. I feel like everybody got that already. Like I immediately got the message. Yes, she fell into drug addiction. That much is clear. Like it's a little too on the nose. So that much was obvious. Okay, yeah, this is making so much more sense now that I'm hearing like somebody else explaining how things actually happen.
In a final psychotic break, she dons a wedding dress and brutally murders her own parents. The post-credit scenes confirm she goes on to killing 2 more people, a grim conclusion to her complete mental breakdown. She fought her fate, but lost her mind in the process. Fox's wedding.
Holy shit, okay. And that's not even considered a bad ending. That's crazy. But that ending post-credit scene makes sense where she, you know, you hear the police talking about a murder suspect killing 2 people. I pretty much got like the whole thing with like her killing her parents. That much was obvious. Like she literally just like grabs them, squashes them. That much was pretty obvious. So we got a pretty tragic ending, but it gets worse than this? Let's see it.
Bad ending. In this ending, Hinako does not use the drugs and instead marries in accordance with her father's wishes. However, her compliance is just a fragile mask for the rage festering beneath, and she still murders her parents in a psychotic break. After a clash between her 2 selves, her original rebellious self is banished, and she is forced to drink an elixir that destroys her identity. The post-credit scene is heartbreaking. A faceless bride weeping that she doesn't want to end up like her mother. She gains her family's acceptance but loses her soul, becoming a hollow object with no identity of her own.
Wow, okay, that was... I thought I got a bad ending. I feel like that one was even worse. That's so sad. So, what makes you get the ending that we got with like the drug abuse? Would you have to avoid taking the red pills throughout the game? Is that what it is? Now that I think about it, I wouldn't put it past this game to implement some kind of mechanic like that. Like, oh, in order to get this ending, you have to avoid taking these red pills, like, at all. Like, you cannot take any of them at all. That would make a lot of sense. Anyway, let's keep going.
The fox wets its tail. Good ending.
So, the bad ending is where you end up losing your soul, end up submitting to your parents, even though she kills them anyway. Yeah, I guess that is even worse than going down the drug addiction path and psycho murdering girl path, even though they both seem really bad. Anyway.
In this ending, Hinako finds her strength. She stops doubting herself and lets go of the anger she holds towards her parents and her manipulative husband. She stands up to them, kindly acknowledging their efforts but firmly stating that she cannot be molded by their desires. She chooses her own path and walks away with her free will intact. However, this is only a good ending for her. It's implied the fox god was protecting the town from geysers with high arsenic concentrations. By rejecting him, Hinako dooms everyone in Ebisugaoka, whose residents are forced to evacuate. Her personal freedom is an act of selfishness that comes at the cost of her entire community. Ebisugaoka in silence.
Okay, so good ending would be considered her basically fighting the traditions and the expectations that they set on her and choosing a new life for herself. So she's being selfish in the sense that she chooses herself over the safety of her own town. Interesting. So the fox was this protective being that was shielding the town from whatever he just said. That seems kind of like a whack little plot device. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of that one. I don't think I like that ending all that much.
True ending. This is the most profound ending. Hinako realizes that higher powers are influencing her fate and her will. She confronts the gods and learns of her divine destiny. She is a rare, blessed child fated to marry the heir of the Fox Mask clan. After the battle, she comes to terms with her fractured self, and her two halves reconcile. Both versions of Hinako return to a peaceful town. Fox Hinako receives a letter from her suitor and considers a relationship with him, but this time out of her own free will. Meanwhile, the original Hinako is now free to decide her own path entirely. She has broken free from the divine rule and become the main driver of her own path, achieving true humanity. The Great Space Invasion, UFO ending.
Okay, true ending seems cool. So so then she somehow manages to break free from her fate and saves her town at the same time. Okay, cool. I wonder what you have to do to achieve that ending besides like not taking the red pills. And of course, in typical Silent Hill fashion, they had to include a little meme ending. Let's see what this one is.
Finally, we have the UFO ending, a series tradition that is purely a joke. After completing a series of absurd tasks like finding movie posters and listening to all of the UFO radio broadcasts, you unlock a retro manga ending. In it, the kids joke about aliens causing the town's problems. Sakuko brings in a shady alien detector robot, and Shu gets a knuckle sandwich for trying to spill an embarrassing secret. It ends, of course, with a UFO piloted by barking dogs flying away. This ending has no deep symbolism. It's just the developers having some fun, much like in other Silent Hill games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Silent Hill 2 remake also had an ending like that, so it doesn't really mean anything.
So after 5 different endings, a divine conspiracy, a fractured psyche, and a town drowning in flowers and flesh, what is the ultimate story of Silent Hill F really about? This is the part where we step back and look at the board. We have all the pieces: a rebellious girl, a manipulative suitor, a treacherous friend, a divine prophecy, and monsters born from trauma. Now let's connect the strings. The first and most important strings connects everything back to one central point. Abisugaoka is not a real place. It is Hinako's personal hell, a world literally shaped by her internal war. This is the classic Silent Hill theme, and it's the key to understanding everything else. The doll-like monsters aren't random. They are her twisted, horrifying perception of marriage and womanhood. The entire conflict is a physical manifestation of her psychological torment. But what is that torment? At its core, this is a story about fighting for free will in a world that gives you none. Hinako is trapped in a prison of predestination. On one level, it's societal. The 1960s Japan setting where her parents treat her as a commodity to be sold off to pay off their debts. But the game gives this a terrifying supernatural layer. Her arranged marriage isn't just tradition. It's a literal divine fate she was born into, a destiny to be the wife of the heir to the Fox God's clan. She isn't just fighting her father, she's fighting the gods. And this is where the 2 men in her life become so important. Fox Mask isn't just a suitor. He is the handsome, seductive face of giving up. He represents the tempting happiness of letting someone else make your choices for you. On the other hand, Shu represents a different kind of manipulation. He pretends to be the champion of her free will, her partner, but he uses drugs to poison that will, trying to control her in his own way. Both men, the one forcing her into a fate and the one pretending to save her from it, are ultimately trying to rob her of her agency. This is why the endings are not just different outcomes. They are resolutions to the single core question of free will. In the normal and bad endings, she loses completely, becoming a slave to psychosis or her fate. In the good ending, she seizes a selfish freedom, but at the cost of everyone else. It's only in the true ending that she finds the answer. True freedom isn't just rebelling or complying. It's understanding the forces that control you and choosing to walk your own path anyway. All while reconciling all the parts of yourself to become whole and truly human. But now I have to turn the questions over to you. After connecting all the strings, who was the true villain of Hinako's story? Was it Fox Mask, the manipulative suitor who tried to force her into a divine fate she never wanted? Or was it Shu, the childhood partner who pretended to be her ally while poisoning her mind and betraying her trust? But let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this dive into the tragic world of
Okay, thank you, sir. I will give you like... Man, this game, once you start to look at it from this perspective of, you know, your own true friend manipulating you, and the Fox Mask guy basically also doing the same thing but in his own way, it's like everybody around her is trying to tell her what to do with her life, trying to force her into this human that she just doesn't want to, trying to force her into this lifestyle that she doesn't really want to live. She doesn't want to live a life of tradition, the life of being a wife to somebody else who is just going to basically enslave her into something she doesn't want to become. The game is pretty solid, honestly. I will say again, I'm sorry for the comparison, but I kind of have to. When you compare this game to Silent Hill 2 Remake, it just doesn't compare. Silent Hill 2 Remake was so much better, had so much better themes, and the message is much more digestible and comprehensible, you know? You're able to understand it without having to look things up. This game, I don't know why I struggled to like understand many of the things that was going on. But now that I'm seeing this video, because I'm not gonna play the game again just to get like 3 more endings. That's not gonna happen. But now that I'm seeing the video and I'm seeing the different endings, everything makes sense. This is a solid game. I think, despite my little gripes with the game, the overall package is pretty solid. I think this is honestly a solid entry into the Silent Hill franchise, and I'm hoping that they do more, because this was not bad at all. Pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that doesn't mean that the game is bad. The game is still pretty solid. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I enjoyed the game. So before I leave, let me show something off here. So I have 3 games that I want to play next, okay? I have Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. I have Dragon's Dogma 2, which I know this game came out quite a while ago, and I'm not sure if people would be interested in seeing this, but I still want to play it anyway. And this one I'm very excited for, but I'm thinking of leaving it after I play through the entire franchise of Persona. Or maybe I can play it next, I don't know. Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm so excited for this game. Persona is like literally, Persona 5 and 3 are like my favorite games ever. And I heard a lot of good things about Metaphor ReFantazio, so I'm super excited to play this. I don't know, I haven't looked anything up about this game, so I have no clue how it's gonna pan out. And I have heard that it's a very long game, so I don't know. I don't know which one to play next. I was thinking of leaving Metaphor maybe for after I played through. Cause I'm thinking of doing like an entire like franchise run of Persona, like running through the original games all the way through Persona 5, and then playing, or Persona 5 Royal I should say, and then playing through Metaphor. But Metaphor is like its own thing, so I don't think I have to do that necessarily. It's just like, it's just an idea, you know? Yeah. While I decide which game I want to play next, for the time being, I'm gonna keep playing some Gran Turismo 7. Chances are I'm probably gonna play Death Stranding 2 next, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate whoever's watching this.